A Texas cheerleader remains seriously injured after being shot, but is said to be doing well. Police say Peyton Washington was shot after her friend accidentally went into the wrong car in an HEB parking lot in Elgin, east of Austin. The man in that car went up to Washington and her friend afterwards and started shooting at them. He is now in custody and could be facing up to 20 years in prison.
There are new allegations that the investigation into President Biden's son is being mishandled. The claims are from an IRS supervisor who is now coming forward to Congress. He's trying to get whistleblower protections so he can openly share his information in the proper legal way. Federal prosecutors have been investigating Hunter Biden since at least 2018, but no charges have been filed. Hunter has denied any wrongdoing.
The Supreme Court has temporarily extended access to an abortion drug, but only by a matter of days. The justices now have until 11:59 p.m. Friday to make a decision on a ruling that moved to suspend the FDA's approval of the abortion drug mifepristone.
The Boy Scouts of America will start paying out the $2.4 billion settlement to sexual abuse survivors. A court set up a victims' compensation trust, and that trust will issue payments to more than 82,000 survivors. The president and CEO of the organization says he hopes it will bring some measure of peace to the survivors.
The CDC updated its recommendations on the COVID-19 vaccines, allowing another dose of the bivalent booster for people who are 65 and older or have weakened immune systems. Health officials now recommend the updated vaccines for everyone 6 and older, even if they do not finish the 2-dose series of the original shots. People who are 6 and older who have already gotten a dose of the updated vaccine do not need more shots.
Wall Street watchers have plenty of new information to digest today. Numerous economic indicators are being released, including weekly jobless claims and mortgage rates. The latest jobless claims report shows unemployment benefits increased moderately last week, suggesting that the labor market was gradually slowing.
President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy remains at odds over the nation's debt ceiling. During a speech in Maryland yesterday, Biden said the U.S. defaulting on the national debt would be a big mistake. If McCarthy's bill passes in the House, it is unlikely to survive in the Democratic-led Senate. The Congressional Budget Office says if the debt ceiling isn't raised, the federal government may default on the nation's debts sometime between July and September.
If you've used Facebook over the past 16 years, you may qualify for a payment from a class action lawsuit. The money comes from a class action suit over third parties using Facebook users' private info without their consent. Meta has denied any wrongdoing, but agreed to the settlement to avoid the costs and risks of continuing the case.
FIESTA 2023 officially kicks off today. There's a party happening every day through the 30th. You can find a full list of events on ksat.com, as well as parking information and how you can watch the big parades happening right from your home or on the go. And that's today's 9 at 9. Viva Fiesta!
Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.